Good performance, man. Don't ever leave Chelsea. Never give up. Loftus-Cheek, always.
Hello, guys, and welcome to the match preview of Chelsea versus Tottenham, League Cup second leg. Been away for a few weeks, some illnesses on some of the panel's part, but we are back for this important game, going back to 3-point lane to get, well, it wouldn't be 3 points, but another final for Chelsea Football Club. I'm joined by a wonderful panel right here today, starting with the co-host Father. How are you, my friends?
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow.
What's the real reason why you're looking forward to it?
Get something to eat and
what else?
uh,
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Anyway, all good. And I'm joined by Josh. How are you, my friend?
Good, man. Good. Yeah, ready for the game tomorrow. Be interesting to see what kind of shape that we take after that first game. See if Tuchel sort of reverts back to the old ways, or if we kind of keep this new sort of freer flowing system going. But yeah, should be entertaining. At least, Tottenham, we're going to have to try to push us to score goals, so it could make the game a little bit more entertaining. So we shall see.
Definitely. And the main man, Stig, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm trying to recover from illness. It's not COVID, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, it's been a difficult few days, but I'm getting better for sure.
Yeah, it was typical that Sadiq was ill at the same time that I was at the bridge. So no string for Chesterfield.
First time on the bridge, isn't it?
Yeah,
how's your first experience though? Is it good?
It was the first time in the Matthew Harden as well. So now I've sat in the Matthew Harden. I don't want to sit anywhere else now.
Using lower, right? Using lower.
Yeah, lower.
I should have told you to vlog.
I was literally near Father. I could see Father.
How many rows behind?
Oh, quite a few rows behind. But
Not few.
Use that row G, right? Use that row G or row F or something. GG. Oh my, that's like 15, 16.
Not
no,
20.
it wasn't GG. It was
What
row
was
Y.
Huh?
Y.
Oh, okay. So the same as GG. Same as GG.
No, GG's right at the back. I'm like mid back.
Yeah. You should have vlogged.
Oh, don't. My phone was messing up for the whole time. I was supposed to get lots of pictures, but I only managed to get one. But there you go. It is what it is. But I got to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek with captain's armband. I mean, it was just made for me to go to Stamford Bridge at that point. I saw Christian Pulisic do a good job with the little parts of the moment that he was in. I saw Callum Hudson-Odoi's stat pad, as usual. Got to do it against National League sides.
Hey.
It was a good side, and Chesterfield, great away fans. And yeah.
Our captain, Matt. Our captain,
yeah. I mean, to be fair, the best moment was when we went 5-0 up, we started chanting, "Are you Tottenham in disguise?" Because, Tottenham get battered every week. So if they're getting battered, they might as well be Tottenham. But there you go. Finally, Alfred is patiently waiting. Alfred, how you doing, my friend?
I'm very well, thank you. Hope you're all well. It's good to see that the boss, Mr. Sadiq, feeling better, which is good to hear.
Thank you, man.
And yeah, it's actually a very exciting time. I'm looking so forward to this next leg against Spurs to see how we approach it. Hopefully, we can get the job done. I'm very confident that we can make it to the final. And I think our last few performances have actually been very, very good. We've shown a lot of determination to actually win those games and play very well. Apart from a few games that we've seen this season where we just looked like rubbish a few times, but 3 games in a row now, I think, since Liverpool. Obviously, that game didn't start off the best. It looked like it was going to be very ugly, but we came back into it and finished with a 2-2 draw. Could have won it in the end. But, yeah, I think our last 3 performances were actually very, very good. So I'm looking forward to the games that we got coming up. Again, like I said, tomorrow night. And especially against Manchester City, because I'm going to say it again, we're still in it, and especially if we win that game. If we win that game, we bring it back down to 7 points, and what's that? It's 2 games and a bit. It's nothing. That can change really quickly in this league. I know it's Manchester City, but still, I don't care. We're still in it.
I mean, we never know. We'll see how the games go.
no.
We'll see how the games go from here. I think it's over, but I
That's
mean,
fair.
if we do beat City, then there's a glimmer of hope.
Look,
So Alfred,
it's
Alfred,
fair.
what time is it around where you are now?
It is 6:42 a.m.
Guys, that is dedication from Alfred.
You didn't sleep.
Big up. You didn't sleep at all.
Usually I stay
What can I
up
say?
all night. Yeah.
Big up to Alfred for that. Just never sleeps, which is great. But yeah, I mean, the fact that people, I was very confused. A lot of people were complaining after Chesterfield. I couldn't understand how you can complain about us winning 5-1.
I think because we
Like-
conceded, isn't it? But it was nice
No,
to see
but-
them score. Man.
It was at the point. I even said to my mate, I was like, I wouldn't mind if we actually conceded right now because like the Chesterfield fans deserved it.
Unless it was Kepa,
not-
right?
I'm not being funny. It was we had Baker at right centre back. Sarr was terrible with the long balls every time they did one, so I wasn't surprised that he'd get caught out. We had bloody Bettinelli in goal. I mean, it was a very unexperienced backline. You can't, and you had but Ross Barkley on the field. I said to my mate, as soon as
He was
Ross Barkley
class.
come on, I said, what do you mean he was class? Oh, he was the worst player ever. Oh, there was a part, 32 seconds I counted, where he dilly-dallied with the ball outside the Chesterfield box, then lost it. And I just looked and was like, honestly, I've never seen a player so bad at Stamford Bridge.
I was only pissed because I picked 5-1 and my score predictor on the Fist Stand app before the game, and then I was like, "Nah, we'll keep a clean sheet. Fuck it." So I changed it back to 5-0, and of course they
Oh.
fucking push a goal right at the end.
You got to trust your instincts, Josh.
I know, man. I do that not all the time, but sometimes I do let it get the best of me. Where I'm like, no, we can't be that bad, or no, we should. We'll probably give up a goal here or something. And that was something that pissed me off. But listen, fair play. A lot of those teams, if you look at the score sheets from both days, a lot of those lower level teams poached a goal off of whoever. At least some actually lost. The boys up in North London, but. It is what it is. Like, yeah, they at 5-0, they got a goal. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It was nice for them to have their goal on their day out, and then we told them to fuck off home. Simple as that.
You've had a day out, now fuck off home. You've had a
You
day
had
out.
your day out. Fuck off home. But
Did you not sing that?
anyway, yeah, of course we did. We when we did the clap, we did that, and then we sung that straight after the clap.
Oh, okay.
So we were respectful for about 5 seconds before we then sung that.
So
Matt, how
basically,
long did you sing Lukaku's name?
Actually, there was actually quite a bit. There wasn't really any.
what for
discontent.
Lukaku?
When he scored, the Romelu chant was coming out from the.
I did
No
hear it. I
way.
did hear it on TV one time after his goal.
Trust, I told you, as soon as he starts scoring, fans are fickle. They'll start backing him, especially in the bridge. Whether it's online they back him is another question. But
Now
in the
they
sure.
bridge,
people love Werner at the bridge. The fans.
I mean, there was I think I heard one boo when his name was called out
Really?
from near me. Apart from that, there wasn't really a clap, but there wasn't really a boo either.
Oh, okay.
It is what it is, and one thing I did appreciate is when he did score his goal, he done his celebrations. He did kind of, as we were coming round, clapped around the whole stadium. You can tell he's on the pitch trying to make some sort of a piece, which I was like, okay, fair enough. You're trying your best, but I just want to see you score more and do your job. That's all I want you to do.
He'll get through against City and put us back in the race properly.
I would love him to do that. We'll see if that happens. But we'll move on to some transfer news. Obviously, Chelsea, as usual, are incompetent in the transfer window. some people will say a business does not plan to fail; they fail to plan. And as usual, there's no sort of planning at all in this Chelsea board. It's panic, 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 monitor, monitor, monitor all the time, which is useless. Some of the latest rumours: Digne off. Looks like Emerson is plan A, Maatsen plan B, plan C was apparently Brian Bertrand. Now has recently been said that's not an option. So it looks like it's Emerson or Maatsen. I'll keep it open to you guys so anyone can answer first. What do you think? Do you think Emerson and Maatsen are good enough to be in this Chelsea team right now? And do you think it's a lack of ambition from the board? Anyone could start. Anyone? Father?
Alfred?
Sorry, Sadiq. I saw your lips moving, Sadiq. I thought you were trying to
I
speak.
have this thought right now. I feel like it's not the ambition, and it's just for me. It's like we're still clueless on what we're gonna do in the transfer window.
We've got Werner.
It's easy to say lack of ambition, but as a club, you have to know what is our project, like what is our goal for this season. And you can see the way that we already lose two players, arguably two of the most important players in our team, in our system as well. But the board didn't do that any kind of action. You know what? We need to act quick before anyone gets that player. They're just thinking this, you know what? Just sit there, just wait till the last minute again. It's just the same conversation like last year, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like as much as I criticised him in the summer, the football Usain Bolt of Adama Traore, I would have much preferred to have him as a backup right now because, but even though I don't rate him, I don't think he would do well. It's better than nothing.
Who?
Adama Traore, the football Usain Bolt.
I think we need him personally.
But I think it's crazy. The fact that now we're going to have to pay money to get Emerson back, which I people have said, yeah, it's just a loan fee that we would have paid. They would have Leon would have paid anyway, but it's still you're paying money to get a player back that you didn't want in the first place because otherwise you wouldn't have put an option to buy on the loan. Simple as that. I just think it's typical. Like, if they said this, they were going to do this, and then they were going to go and get a good left back in the summer, I could understand that a little bit. But there's no signs of we're going to go and get a good left back in the summer because we've got plenty of other stuff to do, unfortunately.
I get where they're coming from in the sense, though, that we already have 5 left backs in the club, like currently. And I realize some of them are deadwood, and hopefully they can get rid of them. But it's like, do you bring in another left back who will most likely be a backup anyway when everyone's fit? And then you have 6 left backs in the club. It's like, I mean, I get it. I understand. I would like them to have a little bit more ambition, but
the problem is if this board actually cleared them out in the first place, we wouldn't have this problem with 5 left backs.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely created the issue for sure. But
I mean, if I'm honest, Emerson is halfway out the door already. He's done fairly well at Leon. Leon probably do want to buy him at the end of the season. It'd have to take him to get a stupid injury for him not to go. So really, that if you're saying Emerson, you take him out, he's 4. That's 4 left backs. Maatsen will go out on loan. Baba Rahman shouldn't be at the club. You should just release it.
Here's what I don't get. Yeah, when you say Maatsen, somehow our Chelsea fan base is like thinking, what the board doesn't go get a player that can play, that can at least like to replace someone because of the injury. All right, they just think about, you know what? Let's bring this guy in. Let's bring this guy in from below. I mean, why would we do that? Why you want to throw a young player into our deep end where we are in a situation right now that in January we've got tough run of fixtures coming up before we face Plymouth Argyle in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Why would we want to risk a young player into our team that arguably they're already sitting there enjoying their environment, enjoying their development, and then they want to recall back into our squad? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's silly because with the Maatsen thing, I do believe he's a very good player. I do believe that if he develops in the way that he is now, he will be within the Chelsea squad in the next year or two. But if you throw him in now, and obviously you'd expect him to be a second choice to Alonso, which I think is a problem from the start because we're all complaining that Alonso shouldn't be our first choice left back to the end of the season, otherwise we're not going to win. But then you're going to do that and just put a young guy behind him, which that takes away his consistent game time because he won't. Oh, yes, he'll get some game time, but not a lot of game time. He'd get more game time at Coventry. And then if he does bad, all of us Chelsea fans will say, oh, he's not going to be good enough ever. And people will jump on him, and then his career will be ruined. We've got to think of the player's development. He's not ready. Yes, he's played well in the Championship, reasonably well, but that's a lower Championship team. So he needs a bit more time he needs probably another season of loan to maybe if he does really well in pre-season, he might get a chance. But he needs another season of loan for me before we can say he's ready. And that's why I wouldn't mind maybe an older option, some sort of other option that may be more of a short-term thing, but financially viable. Or if you're going to go for it, then go for it and say, well, Maatsen might be just someone we loan and then make money on in the future. But it just screams no planning, no ambition. Because if City had this problem, you wouldn't see City being on the 11th of January and not having any cover at right back or left back. They would have signed someone by now, and they would have signed someone at least at a good quality. But we won't do that because we don't plan. We go for bargain basement signings, or we rely on too many young players, which unfortunately you can't win with a youth squad. As good as they are, you can't win with a youth squad, and you never will. So that's the problem. I mean, it goes straight into our next topic. I mean, Alfred, sorry, we'll go on to you because you didn't really have your say into this before we go to the next subject. What do you think of the whole left back, right back situation, and how do you think the board should go about this?
I just wait until the last hour of the transfer window. We'll be all right. No, no.
That sounds like the Chelsea board right there.
Yep. No, look, I actually would really like to see Adama Traore come in. To be honest, I've always admired his speed and power. You know, I'd love to have that kind of player at Chelsea, and I think that some people say that he's not the best and whatever, but I think sometimes when you come to a club with more ambition, you want to prove yourself more, you can improve. So I'd absolutely love to see how he does at Chelsea if he came in.
Yeah, there's a chance he could still come in they could still buy him as a right back. That's still possibly. There's been some rumors floating around that we could try to maybe hijack any deal Tottenham do with him. Which, listen, if they bring Emerson or Maatsen back at left back and then are able to buy a Traore to cover a right wing back, I think that would be a decent January window, considering we probably weren't going to do anything had nobody got hurt. So, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's, you don't really want to have to rely on guys that you already deem not to be good enough. But, you could argue that Emerson is better than Alonso in the fact that I don't think they could find Alonso alone, even if they wanted to. And the reason Emerson is on loan is because somebody actually wanted him. But it is what it is. The two of them are probably going to have to split. Yeah. I mean, split the duties there.
It's the problem that last year Tuchel didn't even play him at left wing back. When he did come on and when he did play, it was left centre back because he didn't. He thought Alonso was better. He thought Chilwell was better. So, and people keep going, "Oh, suddenly Tuchel changed his mind and trusted him." Like I love Tuchel, but I don't think Tuchel would make that mistake. If you're going to put an option to buy in, you've made your decision that you don't think he's good enough. Otherwise, you would have just sent him on a normal loan, like Billy Gilmore has, like Maatsen has, like other players have. Even at that age have gone out on loans, and it's just a loan rather than a loan with an option to buy.
You also have to ask yourself,
I agree.
who else is out there though? Like who's out there that Chelsea could realistically get as a left wing back? There's not many. I
That's the
can't.
thing. I understand that there's not many, and especially in January. But if you kind of made it clear that you were getting an option like Emerson now back until the summer, and then you was going to splash in the summer on a left back when you can, that I would be fine with that. I go, all right, we're gonna have to take a hit now, but we'll get a good left back in the summer. Well, we're not. We're realistically not. We're going to have to replace at least 2 or 3 centre backs because the board can't be asked to sort a contract out for any of our players apart from Thiago Silva, who would be willing to sign a lifetime contract with us the way he is at the moment. We've got to get a defensive midfielder that we've been lacking since 2017. We have got to get a winger, which we're already We're already getting from the bargain basement at the moment. If the Lukaku thing spires out of control, you've got to get a striker. So where does this left back come in? And when we're talking about wing backs, right wing back was always the priority from Tuchel. So you're struggling to get. You're never not going to get a Teo Hernandez. You're not going to get Alphonso Davis or anyone like that because we haven't got the time, and it will just be pushed from window to window to window as it always is. The board have got to look at and plan and look at players like who is out of contract in the summer, who is out of contract next summer, who can we get if you want to save money, who can we get at maybe a cheaper price? Like for now, it's going to be a bit of a wild one, and the guy, and obviously he'll probably eventually sign a contract, but Salah's got a year left in the summer. Why not put a cheeky offer of say 50, 60 million and say take it or leave it to Liverpool? If it gets rejected, it gets rejected. But that's ambition. You get one of the world's best players in the world.
Could you imagine? Wow.
Chelsea are not smart enough to go in and do that. They might wait until he's 6 months and then someone else goes and gets him. But this board don't have the ambition. They don't have the planning to do it, and that's why we will fail and continue to fail on these transfer windows because we'll monitor. We won't. The players we get, we have to monitor for years to get, and either they're snapped up by big clubs already, which their price and are huge, or they're players that big clubs have not gone on for a reason because there's something wrong with them. There's been a couple of signings that we're now going into certain signings like Havertz, who we're hoping will be good, and I'm sure Havertz will be good. But at the moment with Havertz, I struggle to find where his proper position is.
Money.
He's doing more than Lukaku, bro. But yeah, Karen.
I don't think either of them are doing enough for a Chelsea striker, but there you go.
You brought up Salah, which I think, I honestly don't think it's going to happen. But if they did end up moving on from Lukaku in the summer, say PSG comes in and buys them for 75 million or whatever it is, you could throw a bid in for Salah, and I think he would fit the system quite well. Because again, like somebody said this morning, I originally was in the mindset of if you get rid of Lukaku, you've got to bring in another like big name kind of striker, but I don't necessarily know that that's true now. I think if you bring in a striker that just fits what Tuchel wants to do, you may be in a better position than having to like go splash on a big name. Like I think Salah, honestly, in the way that we play, would make a lot of sense just to keep that movement going between the forward line. And he is a potent finisher. We know that just from his time in the league. It would make sense to try and throw a number at him to see if it's possible. But yeah, I mean, who knows? The summer's going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of players going out, and hopefully the board is in a position to where they're replacing those players going out with top-notch, world-class replacements. So, we'll have to see. But
I mean, I just think it's a statement of intent from the board. If they want to, it will probably fail. I imagine Liverpool will keep him. They're probably not too far away from the contract, and they'll probably sign it in the summer anyway. But it's a statement of intent for the club to go after a world-class player like that. But we won't do that because we're too busy look at going for certain racist flops at Barcelona. But there you go. It is what it is, unfortunately, with this board, and I don't think it will change until we get some change at that level. Johnny,
Money!
How are we doing, lads? Everyone all right?
Listen. Minerals, just quickly. Mason Mount is Thomas Tuchel's Eden Hazard.
Yeah, absolute facts. Absolute facts.
Mason Mount, Minerals, yeah. Happy birthday to him, bro.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mason Money Minerals, man. He's our baller. He's our Eden Hazard, bro. Let's be real about it. I mean, no one can do the flicks and turns like he does and turn up clutch and carry us for a couple of years, you know. And he's only 22, so I think he's in good stead, no? You know. I think it's very hard to disagree with that statement, to be honest.
It's a big statement, bro. It's a big statement.
I don't land anything small, do I?
True.
History tells you that. Everyone's on meltdown at the minute, bruv.
It's been a minute. You ain't been on this channel for quite a while, man.
Yeah. Well, I saw you were live. I thought I'd jump on, land a few minerals, and then jump out. But yeah, everyone's rattled at the minute currently with my Salah tweet, which is nice.
What did you tweet, Danny? I missed it.
I basically said Salah's a system player, and when he's not in his system, he's poor. Only world-class generational ballers like Mount and Hazard can play in any system and ball out, basically. And everyone's obviously a little bit excited, to say the least. Let's have it right.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think you're entirely wrong. I do. I think certain systems, most players nowadays, I think, are suited to certain systems.
Salah's teammates are dead, bro. Like,
I mean, yeah, they are dead, but
I mean, listen, Hazard left Chelsea in a real state. Let's be real about it. And Mount brought the minerals, didn't he? At 19 years old. So, there's levels to that. Salah's playing in a complete Liverpool side. I saw you say
his goal was better than Kovacic as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely for me. Yeah, 100%. That was a Van Basten finish. That
I agree. I think it's up there, but I think Kovacic is just the tech, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you why Kovacic isn't. Oh, the Mount West Ham goal I'm talking about. The one that I think is better than Kovacic's. No, it's nothing taken away from Kovacic's goal, because obviously it is a wonder goal, don't get me wrong. But he will never score a goal like that ever again. I think Mount can score these beautiful goals consistently for the rest of his career. And I think that goal in particular, when you look at it, the ball from Ziyech, there's a lot of time to think when that ball's coming to you, all right? You know defenders are coming at you, and he had the composure to actually connect side-footed, not even laces, side-footed it in, and near post beat the goalkeeper. Now, a lot of people say, oh, yeah, the goalie should have out. The goalie had no chance anyway, regardless. So, for me, that was just a beautiful goal to watch. Volley, the assist was beautiful. The whole goal, in general, was, for me, better than Kovacic. To the eye, people think, oh, yeah, Kovacic outside the box, volley. No one's saving Mounts and no one's saving Kovacic's goal. But just for me, personal preference, I think Mounts is a beautiful goal. I think it's goal of the season for me. Without a doubt.
Fair enough. No, look, two wonderful goals for sure. Definitely up there. Everyone tuned in, man. If you guys can, like the video as it helps on the channel. Matt, will you be here tomorrow after the game?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'm cancelling football.
Reviews on people as well after the game. Who did we speak about Dembele yet? Before we get into the preview?
No, I didn't talk about that.
That's a hot topic. That's a hot topic.
I don't know why everyone's getting all their bees in the bonnet with Dembele. I think at the end of the day, Tuchel really likes him. And we all know on form, he's a baller. He's got the minerals, but he is injury prone. I think that's why everyone's a bit like, oh no, has another Pulisic. But I don't think it's that case. I think Tuchel obviously sees a different type of player in Dembele, and he offers us something we ain't got.
What's that? What's that, Johnny? What's he got that we?
Well, I
haven't
think
seen?
I mean, he's just taking his goal against us. That was a fucking great goal he scored, and he caused us problems. You know, he can do it on the
goal the other weekend too.
He can do it on the big stage. He's still very young. By the looks of it, you can get him on the cheap because he went for a record signing, didn't he? It was like 80 or 90 odd million. No, it was more than that, wasn't it?
It's 100 something million, I think.
Yeah, 100 something million from Dortmund. So, you know, for me, I think Tuchel's the best manager to manage him on a personal level, fitness level, in all aspects, tactical level. I think he will bring the best out of Dembele, and we could have a very special player if he does come. It's just making sure we keep him fit. That's the only question.
Can you take Mount's position?
No, listen, and you got to respect something here. All right, with Mason Mount is that he's played out of position, and he's been our most clutch player, our best player for the last 2 seasons for me. He's so versatile. Tuchel loves versatility. He can play in any sort of system. He can play in any position. We know his main position is the 8. Put Mount in his 8 position. This guy is balling out, bruv. Balling. Next level balling to what he is already. He's already balling out now. But if you put him in his actual, you know, I've heard Barella comparisons. Get Barella out of the conversation. He doesn't even lace Mace's boots, man, that guy. You know, he's playing in a dead league. He's won the Euros, but the whole reason Italy won the Euros is because Jorginho. Let's have it right. So, at the end of the day, for me, Mount, you put him in a number 8/10 position with a back 4. He will score goals. He will progress more, and he will actually benefit the team more, and will get more benefit out of our attacking positions. So for me, Dembele gives you options in the front line.
Yeah, I think if the summer goes to plan, next year Mount will be in a 3-man midfield under Tuchel, and then Dembele would play on that right wing because he's got that nasty left foot.
Yeah, but you need to get Lukaku out the side.
That would be ideal. Ideally, it'd be Mason in the midfield with I would love to see like a Conte, Kovacic, Mason midfield with Dembele at the wing.
But, I personally think you can have Havertz and Werner. And get rid of Lukaku in the summer, move him on.
It's possible if the rumors are true that Roman's unhappy, and if PSG are willing to spend some peas, then
of course he's not happy. Roman's definitely not happy, bruv. Roman's definitely not happy, bruv. I'm telling you that. Of any person at Chelsea Football Club, the one that would have pissed off the most is Roman Abramovich and Tuchel, obviously, but Roman especially, because Roman's invested 100 million plus 320 grand a week, right? And let's have it right. Everyone that thinks, Tuchel's been back Lukaku because Tuchel's asking us, you know, and he's accepted his apology. All Tuchel's done is protected Chelsea and the board's investment. That's all he's doing, and he's playing the game, and that's it. You know, it's nothing more, nothing less. It's just a business move. And this will help them sell him in the summer. How Tuchel's handling it, and him playing and keeping his value as it is, blah blah blah. You know, if he wins a trophy, whatever, you've got value in Lukaku still. You might not get 100 million because obviously he's going to be a year older, so he's heading towards 30s. So you're going to lose value on a Lukaku regardless of whether you bought him for 50, 60, 200 million, you're going to lose value. Whereas when you buy younger players with potential, they deliver, and you sell them on for big money. You know, Havertz will go for big money when we sell him. You know, if you bought a Haaland's going to get you big money. Yeah. So, yeah, for me, I'm set on it. Like, obviously, when he's on the pitch, bruv, Fatter knows I will support him, but he's just a player to me now. There's no sort of attachment to the guy. Not like it was before, especially at Villa, where I felt he was kicking on. I don't have an attachment to him anymore. Nothing like Werner, nothing like Havertz.
Same.
So
I mean, if you're able to get like say you can get 75 million for him from
good money.
PSG. Throughout the lifetime of us having Lukaku, you basically break even, because I think we sold him to Everton for like 25, 30. He had a couple of loans. We bought him for 100.
Top when we bought him as well. We got like a discount.
Yeah, so I think like if you look at him like from a lifetime spend of his time at Chelsea, you probably break even at the end of the day if you get 75 for him.
Yeah, and don't forget that you're getting these wages off your books.
Yeah,
because he's on a 5-year deal.
And spend that money on Haaland.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, let's have it right. I'd love Haaland. Who does? Listen, anyone who doesn't want Haaland is an idiot. It's just an idiot. I mean, you if you do not rate him or think that he is better than Lukaku, then you don't know ball. And I'm saying it how it is, because that guy is by far the best striker. I put him. Look, Lewandowski's in his prime. He's absolutely in his prime, and he's coming to the end of his prime. I'll put him on that pedestal with Benzema. That sort of level of striker. I think Kane is there or thereabouts, but I don't think he's quite Lewandowski or Benzema level, because he ain't won anything and he does go missing in big games, whereas those players turn up in the big games. Haaland is a big game player. That's the one thing I have an issue with Lukaku, and I've always known it with Lukaku, is in the big games he goes missing. He don't bring the minerals. Now, I would rather, if when we sign Lukaku, we get 13, 14 goals, but they're all against the top 6 sides and all in Champions League big games. I'd prefer that than stat padding, getting 25 goals against Burnley's, Aston Villa's, and teams like that. To me, you know, you can stat pad all you want, but I can't really say there's a game that he's single-handedly won us. You know what I'm saying?
Who, Lukaku?
Yeah. I mean,
maybe Villa. Maybe Villa. You could say Villa was the only game. But look at the opposition. You know, you're playing Villa, bruv. That's my issue, bro.
Johnny, bruv. It's been a long time since I've been on the channel, and I forgot. You know how to speak, bro.
Of course I do, bruv. I learn facts, bruv. I mean, if I'm saying anything wrong, then challenge me.
Nah, you know me, bro. I'm Haaland, fam. I ain't gonna challenge shit, man. I'm Haaland, bro.
Because I'm used to being fatter nose. I'm always challenged in our fatter, bruv.
Yeah, you're still in that Haaland bandwagon, to be fair.
I still will be, because I still think we'll go out and sign him. I still think we'll go out and get him.
If we sell him, if we sell Lukaku, then
Lukaku at 70 million is basically a no-brainer. All you're going to do is switch over. You're going to pay less. You're going to pay less for Haaland. You're going to pay 62 million sterling. All right, that's the clause, and then the rest is wages. But I mean, you might as well top up the wages Lukaku's on and bring it to Haaland, bruv, for a 5-year deal. Even if you're going to sell him in 3 years. Look, listen, let's have it right. Lukaku said he doesn't want to stay more than 2 years anyway. So we're going to have to be looking for a new striker in 2-3 years, regardless of who we sign. But let's be real about it. If Haaland's winning titles and he's winning Champions Leagues with Tuchel and Chelsea, it's going to be very hard for him to leave, bruv. Because Real Madrid are rebuilding still. They can buy Mbappe, they can buy Pogba, right? And let arguments say they can buy Rudiger. There's no guarantee, bruv. There's no guarantee they're going to dominate. They still need surgery. They got to build a whole midfield. Kroos, Modric, Casemiro. Come on. These are players that are very hard to replace. That's like us trying to replace Kante, Hazard, and Lampard, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Look how hard it is to replace these sorts of players. They don't come. They come every sort of generation. So, you know, Real Madrid, if Haaland goes Real Madrid, he's got to be prepared that I don't think they'll be challenging at all fronts.
Yeah, I mean, Haaland he's the best case scenario. The only issue with that is like there's so many surrounding circumstances. Like at the end of the day, he's going to basically pick where he goes. It's not going to be like only one club can afford him kind of thing. Like he's gonna have his pick of probably a few teams. And, you know, his team will decide where he goes next. I don't think it's like it's just a tougher transfer to guess on and like have like the rumors are going to float around. But at the end of the day, it's going to be him and his team that pick his next club. I think there'll be teams willing to spend the money, but you know, the fees around his agent, his dad, and like it just becomes a bit of a mess.
Yeah? Let's be real about it. Pep hates Rola. Rola hates Pep. That's the first thing if Pep stays. So that's going to be an issue. All right. Second thing is, and everyone forgets this, what club was the one that was chasing Haaland in all summer? And that was Chelsea. All right. What club was prepared to break the bank to get that player? Chelsea. All right. There was no Real Madrid. There was no Bayern Munich. There was no one. There was no City. No one was. City were chasing Kane. Yeah. Let's have it right. If they wanted Haaland, go and buy Haaland. Show them how much you want him then. Go and, so you got money, go and spend the money. They didn't want to do it. They wanted to spend 130 on Kane. Now, Haaland knows this, and his camp knows this. They know that out of all these clubs, there's one club that really wanted him badly, and that's Chelsea. So that does help you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you, John. It's just going to be a matter of where does his team see him playing his ball, his next step of ball, kind of like hopefully that's with us, but it's hard to say.
Think it's Prem. I think he wants to go Prem personally. I don't.
Yeah, I mean Pep's leaving in a year, so that also is a reason why I don't know that he would really want to go, because if he went to City, he would go there to probably want to play for Pep. But if Pep's leaving in a year, there's no real reason to go there for 4 years or whatever.
There's a lot of issues around City. City makes sense because, outside of football, his dad played for City. There's an affiliation. He wore a City shirt, blah, blah. But let's be absolutely clear here, yeah? Let's be clear about this and football. There is no fucking loyalty in football, bruv. Lukaku has proved that. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. If you pay the money for Haaland, whoever pays the money, bruv, is going to get him. If any Premier League team pays the money, they will get Haaland.
Johnny, listen to this. I remember in the summer, couple man were like to me, why sign Haaland when he's going to use us as a stepping stone within 2 or 3 years? And look what Lukaku's done in fucking 3 months.
Bruv, 3 months. He said we're not even a fucking stepping stone, bruv. We're not even a stepping stone. The man thought that his next club was Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, or Barcelona, bruv. He never mentioned Chelsea. And that's all you got to know about it. I don't want to talk about Lukaku because he winds me up. But the bottom line is, Haaland, I think, will go Prem first. And there's a good shout. If Real Madrid have spent a lot of effort, a lot of time on Mbappe, that is a highly complex deal. Not just wages and, you got endorsements, you got sponsors, you got loads of shit going on with Mbappe. That is a whole... Like Tuchel said, when I'm managing the players at PSG, I'm managing their family, friends, fucking restaurant owners. You know what I'm saying? So, Haaland is Haaland going to want to be around the Mbappe entourage and pantomime, bruv? Is he going to want that? Because I don't think Haaland will be the main guy if he goes to Real Madrid. I think Mbappe's your main guy, or Pogba. I think he wants to go on that money. He wants to go somewhere and be the main guy,
Yeah, I mean, the only thing keeping that possible is that Mbappe is on a free transfer, so that gives them money to buy Haaland transfer fee wise. But I honestly don't think that works well on the pitch. If I'm being honest, both those guys are guys that want to be ball dominant players.
Egos, big egos.
I just don't. It doesn't really, to me, it doesn't fit roster wise, especially with what they have too. When you have like a Vinicius Jr. and a Benzema there already, and those guys are also guys that need the ball.
And you got Benzema.
Like,
I don't think Benzema's leaving. He's there for another year.
Johnny, if Haaland comes, what about Mason Mount? He won't be the main guy, bro.
No, he's the main striker up front. He's the spearhead of the attack. Chelsea, but Mount is the DNA.
Captain.
Yeah, he's captain, bro.
Captain, leader, legend.
Of course he is. Never in doubt.
How many appearances has he got already? He's got like 150, right? I think it was.
Mount is the first and the first and the youngest player to ever score 20 Premier League goals, bro.
There you have it, folks. This guy is a born legend. He's gonna be
like Lampard ain't even done that. Lampard's our GOAT.
Yeah.
We've got Super Frankie Lampard.
I mean, just take that into context. There, I think Mount goes under the radar for a lot of people. All the ones obviously that hate on him, or don't have any sort of understanding of what this level the kid is playing at is ridiculous. And he's generational. I don't care what anyone says, and I'll stand by it, bruv. He's generational. I say it. So I tweet it all the time. People's like, "Oh, well, listen. If I keep tweeting it, maybe it'll enter your brain cells, bruv. Maybe, just maybe, because
just quickly, Josh. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, man. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Take
Big
care.
up, John.
Big up, Josh.
Big up,
Johnny, listen. We need to go into Tottenham preview for just.
Yeah, go for it, man. Do your thing.
Matt, Father, Alfred, talk, man. Minno's been talking for the last 100 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well just go.
Landed some minerals, innit? Landed some minerals.
Early predictions.
Big up, Alfredo. You agree then? I take it.
Sorry?
You agree with what I said?
Everything, mate. Always do.
Legend.
Anyway, Alfred,
Yeah,
going straight on to you. What's your early prediction?
I think we're gonna score another one. I think we'll get through it with I think we'll just win 1-0 and we'll go through.
Fair enough, Father. What would you predict?
I'll go 2-0 Chelsea, then take off some of the guys in like 15 minutes. Just rest them for Man City.
Sadiq?
2-0 Tottenham.
Oh, here we go.
No, Jake. 1-1. I think 1-1.
And Johnny, what would you predict?
I don't really like score predictions, but I think we'll win. I think we're going on a winning run, so I'm going to say 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, let's talk about your front three for tomorrow.
Front three. I don't know. To be honest, it's hard to decide because Tuchel switches it a lot. What I would go with,
Werner's fit, right?
Yeah.
Assuming he is. I don't think he picked up an injury at Chesterfield. So, but I mean, he played a lot of minutes, so I don't know whether he'll start. That would be my thinking.
You bottle it, bro.
No, but
let me clarify this, yeah?
Sorry, Matt.
Let me clarify this. First of all, he challenged me to, like, if Werner scores, I give you 100. And then I raised it 150. That's the bet. Yeah. And then he changed another bet, 500 quid if Werner scores a hat trick.
So basically, got money to waste, but not that
basically,
much.
he's trying to bluff. He's trying to bluff, right? In poker, he's trying to bluff. He's trying to bluff you. He's trying to offer you something way too high, right? Because he's scared of the original deal of 150, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to bluff. He's trying to play you.
Yeah, I know.
But we don't fall for that. That's not minerals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
not
fall for that stuff.
Yeah, and that's not minerals, is it?
So
like, he's a troll. He's a troll. Like, he's underrated. He's not supposed to bet, though. To be fair,
JC, that's not good minerals, man. That's not good minerals. Yeah. All right. Sorry, Matt. Back to you. Front three.
Yeah, I think Werner's going to start against City, so I don't think he's going to start tonight. So I think it'll be Pulisic on the left, Mount on the right, and Havertz up top. That's what I think it will be. I don't think he'll play.
So he's not going to play tomorrow. He's not going to play against City.
He might play against City. I don't know.
I'll play Cho.
If I knew what was in the wonderful mind of Tuchel, I wouldn't be on this stream.
I'll play Cho, Lukaku.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I'd be in some great football job.
No, man, bruv, listen. No one's too big for this channel, man. Like, everyone's equal. But listen, Cho either plays. I think Cho plays tomorrow and doesn't play against City. That's how it has to be done. Oh, but you're telling me he's starting against City away? Are we away against City?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
On Saturday, lunchtime kickoff.
12. What time are you going there, Father? 5 a.m.
I'm probably going on Friday.
What? Stay in the hotel?
Yeah.
You're rich, man.
But Sadiq, it also depends on the whole wing-back situation. Because if we haven't got a wing-back in by City, who says Callum's not going to play at wing-back?
Yeah, but City got
or
COVID cases
Pulisic.
apparently.
So it'll be a thing of what's sorted by them, because I doubt anything will be sorted by the 15th. But there you go. I mean, it's typical Chelsea board, and it making Tuchel do all these strange stuff, waiting to the end of the window to go into the bargain basement. But there you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chelsea.
Oh, I'll
fans.
take Werner's scoring bet. I'll give you 150 if he scores. But if he don't score, which includes disallowed or offside goals, you cannot go on any Chelsea panel until next season.
Wow. Wow. No, I'll take the W's bet though. Look at it. New bet. If Werner scores, I will show my face and say sorry.
He changed it. Oh, Father, he put you on the spot, bro. KD got you. He got you. Anyways,
bruv. This season I'm not gonna come on a lot, man. Like I'll be in uni, bruv.
bro, you always say that, but you're always on every stream.
Yeah. What's the point? What's the point of trying to ban me from Chelsea panels until next season? I'll be in uni, bruv.
Yeah, our friend, your front three, bro.
I reckon it's going to be Havertz, Pulisic, and Ziyech.
Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech.
Yeah.
Ziyech.
Yeah.
Why no one saying Mason Mount? Mason Mount
I
against Tottenham.
said Mount. Oh no, I said Mount.
Oh, okay. Mount against Tottenham has to be played.
Yeah, I don't see Mount being rested for 2 games in a row.
Let's say Johnny.
Mount's going to destroy Manchester City.
Yeah, but Mount plays every game. Johnny, you there?
Yo.
Is Mount playing both games?
Oh yeah, of course he is. He's rested. He was rested for the FA Cup, wasn't he? So he's ready to go. He plays the big games, Mount. This is a semi-final, second leg. There's no complacency in this game. Mount plays. And he plays against City and he'll ball out against City. I think both these games are as important as each other because one gets you in a final to win silverware and the other one keeps you in the title race. These are 2 cup finals, essentially. So Mount plays. Yeah, he plays all the big games. My thing is, up front, it depends if Tuchel goes with that 4-2-2-2 again. Because if he does, I think you'll see Lukaku and Havertz again. I don't think Werner's quite fully fit, although I fancy him scoring in this game for some reason against Spurs at their ground. I think Cho might play wing back. And I think he'll play Alonso left wing back. So that's your wing backs. But if he plays a back 4, that changes. So I don't know. If we're going with the 3 up front, I'm going to put Mount, Havertz, and I think he plays Lukaku. Lukaku because I don't think Lukaku plays against City. I don't think he's got the minerals to sustain the type of pressing that we're going to need to do in that game. I think you play Havertz in the City game.
So no Lukaku against City, but
Yeah, but you play him against Spurs.
makes sense, I think. Makes sense. For sure. It's going to be an interesting one, man. I don't know if you guys have seen the fixtures in February. It looks a bit hectic, man. Cup games everywhere.
Bring them on, mate. We're Chelsea Football Club.
Oh no, Alfred, stop. Let's do this stuff, man.
I mean, to be fair, there will be 2 for the whole FA Cup, Club World Cup. There will be 2 separate teams. Let's be right.
For what? For what? Sorry, for what?
The FA Cup and the Club World Cup, because we will have to fly out Monday, at the latest, maybe even Sunday night. So depending on when the FA Cup is actually, what date it's on, I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, wait, we've got Plymouth, right?
Yeah, I reckon they're.
No disrespect.
Well, it's an easy game, really.
Yeah, I know we played out a much stronger team than I expected against Chesterfield, but I think that'll be the game where we will see a lot of youth players play.
You might see Hall play again. Players like that, Baker.
Yeah. But because
Big up, Lewis.
It's in is it Dubai, Abu Dhabi? I can't remember where it is. Somewhere in the Middle East. We're gonna have to fly out. We're gonna have to get acclimatized and then start training before the semi-final. So it will be a thing where we'll go out a couple of days before. And especially if we play on the Sunday, we're gonna play a very slim team. And then I don't know how it works after that. I haven't actually seen the fixtures yet. Depends on how far we get in it.
February I assume crazy, we'll win it. Bro. Even Champions League coming back as well and stuff like that.
Which game, Lewis? Is it? What game you talking about, Lewis? FA Cup,
bro.
If Mount plays FA Cup, I doubt he'll play against Plymouth, bruv. So probably Christensen does get in.
Getting sold, bro. There's no point. He's gone.
What do you mean he's getting sold?
He's leaving, bro.
He ain't leaving yet.
Who's getting sold? Who's getting sold?
Christensen's gone. Rudiger's
I don't think he's gone. I think he stays. I think Christensen stays, bro.
He's gone, bro. Have you
Why is he gone? Why are you so confident he's gone?
Because the new sponsors of Barca have links to Christensen's.
I don't care. Barca got no minerals, got no money.
Listen. Johnny, I agree with you, but listen. Players going to Barca now, they're planning for Pep's return, bro. They've got a new investor, they're coming back. He's leaving Man City next season, etc. Barca are planning, bro. Players like Christensen and stuff, they're going to Barca. Seriously.
You're saying Barca want Pep?
Yeah, I'm saying when Pep leaves, he'll return back to Barca.
He wants to do international, bro.
Nah, I'm sure he'll go back to Barca, man. That's why Torres and that went, bro.
They ain't got no money to spend.
They got P's
in the window.
They got an investor now. They got P's. They got private invested. They just have to get rid of the salary cap. And that's when they get rid of Dembele. They got rid of Coutinho. They're trying to get rid of these players.
Yeah, but that's the salary cap's down to La Liga.
I know, but if they get rid of the players, then they can still sign players, bro. In general, they just can't
but
them right now.
If you got unlimited funds, argument's sake, but you can't offer the big wages, the players are going to go where the big wages are. They don't care about the fee.
Listen, I agree with you, but Christensen's not going to be really asking for that big, crazy money, but it's Christensen.
Yeah, I mean, you say that.
Do you know how old Christensen is?
How old is he? 21?
26.
He's in his prime.
He's not even in his prime.
When is his prime? 29?
28, 29, yeah. So for me, you pay... If you pay him 180 to 200 grand, he's worth it because he's got longevity. Rudiger hasn't got longevity. So I think Rudiger leaves more likely to leave than Christensen, personally. Because I think Christensen is he's still got levels to improve. I don't think Rudiger goes up from this level. I think he only goes down.
Bro, listen, I agree with you, but I'm saying for the news that I've seen in the last couple of weeks, I just see Rudiger staying. And I see Christensen going. From what I've read, in terms of PSG,
that doesn't make sense.
Money, Madrid, focus on Mbappe, and the links with Christensen and the Barca.
That doesn't make sense, Sadiq, bro.
Why?
Because Rudiger wants more wages. So why are we going to pay him more wages to keep him?
Because no, he's going to have to give in because the clubs that he was talking to are not offering the wages that he thought he was going to get. That's what I'm saying to you. PSG offering less. Or just around it, sorry.
I think Rudiger will leave personally. I think he will leave. I think he will get a better contract than at Chelsea. But Christensen's not really demanding like crazy money like Rudiger. And that's why I think Christensen's got a better chance of staying because I think Chelsea will be more inclined to pay his wages because that doesn't detriment their wage structure, especially if they want to go out for Koundé or De Ligt. Yeah, because Rudiger will go. I think they'll go for Koundé more personally. I think he makes more sense.
More sense, yeah.
Because he's more versatile. But then you move him on. Rudiger goes, bro. I can't see Christensen leaving. I generally cannot see that.
Just quickly.
I don't dispute. Sorry, I don't dispute with you that if Pep did go back to Barca, Christensen is definitely a Pep player. He'd get into City's team.
Yeah.
Rudiger doesn't. That's the difference.
Aspi as well.
Sadiq, February ain't that mad in terms of fixtures.
From what I saw, it looked a bit crazy.
You got Plymouth on the 5th, then Club World Cup on the 9th. Then obviously the final will take place in between that and Palace, which Palace is on the 19th. So you imagine Club
Where's
World
the
Cup
Champions League?
final. It's 22nd.
Oh, so we didn't get the first week one.
No,
We've got
we're the second week, and then we've got 5-day break till the Carabao Cup final, which would be on the same day as the Leicester game. So the Leicester game will get pushed till March, April.
So the league
And
games
then
have been delayed then.
Yeah, and then even then, after that, from the Carabao Cup, we ain't got a game to the 5th of March, which is Burnley.
Did anyone see Klopp's interview the other day? He's rattled, bruv. He is rattled. He's feeling the heat. Tuchel don't act like that. Tuchel ain't feeling no heat. And he's got more problems than fucking Klopp. This is all you need to know, bruv. We're right up there. We're going all the way.
I love his calmness, mate. Tuchel. He's so good to
I didn't see no freaking rattlement, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Klopp, he got triggered by the journalist.
Yeah, he was triggered.
Klopp. I thought you said Tuchel.
No,
he's saying Tuchel's calm.
Never mind. Yeah.
But
Klopp
Russian bot, quick question. Do you know the game Counter-Strike?
I heard of it, yeah.
Have you played it?
No.
Oh, okay, so
I have 4 kids.
No, it's not for kids, bro. It's the first.
I said I have 4 kids.
Oh, sorry. I mean, back in the day, it's an old game.
Yeah. It's still not old for me. My old game is baseball bats.
How are you doing, man?
I'm good. I just get off a stream and I'm a little bit pissed.
Alex, did you have super soakers, bruv?
Super what?
Super soakers. Did you ever have super soakers?
I don't understand. I don't know what that is.
They're the guns you fill up with water. You know them ones?
No.
No, you never had that. Oh, mate, you missed out.
Actually,
Johnny Minimums.
Yeah.
Mason Mount. By the way, Mason Mount.
Do you think? Do what?
No, go on, Alex.
I was gonna ask. I didn't hear people saying who's gonna start. Front three will be for you tomorrow.
Oh, we said it.
I missed it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Matt. Who did you say? Mount.
Pulisic, Mount, Havertz.
Oh, you said Pulisic. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So you don't think Lukaku is gonna start?
If
I think Lukaku starts personally.
I think
Lukaku and Timo Werner is gonna start.
I mean, my feelings are, I didn't think Lukaku played that great against Tottenham, and we know Conte knows Lukaku very well. I think it's better just to put someone in that he doesn't know very well. I think Havertz played very well against Tottenham.
Yeah, but he knew him. He knew him, Matt, in the last game when we dealt with him.
Yeah, but I felt Lukaku was kind of dealt quite well by Conte. It was just everyone else that was not dealt very well.
It's just because his touch wasn't good. If his touch was better, I think they would have had more problems. But his touch wasn't there in that game.
I think he hold off the play was decent for him. I don't understand why.
I didn't think it was that good. He was even worse.
It was a masterclass.
Chesterfield was even worse.
Then
non-league.
It was fine. When did we play Tottenham in the league game?
That is
after City.
It's the weekend after City.
We don't have no other game between it.
We have Brighton in between now because that's rearranged.
So I'm saying these fixtures are hard.
Yeah,
these are not easy fixtures.
Sadiq, when you were saying February's hard, January is the one that's hard.
January is the one that's hard. Yeah.
February is easy compared to January.
I think Chelsea have had the hardest run of fixtures out of any other team.
It's because it's
consistently through. It's all the way through.
Yeah, and we're one of the only teams that haven't had a break.
Exactly.
I think City are the only team out in a break, and they've got like 3 scores.
And Liverpool.
So that matter. Well, Liverpool had their Carabao Cup cancelled now.
City did.
Yeah, with false COVID tests.
Yeah, I reckon we should do that. Put a few false.
By the way, did you see that? What's the name? What's his name? Said that that Premier League is not going to investigate
Yeah,
Liverpool.
the former Liverpool chairman for the EFL
said that we're not good.
He's not going to investigate Liverpool's thing.
Of course,
fake
yeah.
positive. Of course,
This is ridiculous.
EFL, the L stands for Liverpool, don't it?
Yeah, classic.
Liverpool finished, bro. They're finished. Anyone who thought they were going to win the league, deluded.
I always.
Oh, I knew we did.
I always thought. I've always said the team that beats Chelsea, the team that finishes above Chelsea, will win the league. We'll come second.
If City beat us,
it'll be
if
City,
City beat us at the Etihad, then it's theirs to 100% lose. But right now, there's still a chance.
Yes,
Listen. If we win, guys, if we win, yeah,
we did last year. Steve,
I still think we need to calm down, even if we win. Okay,
we won last year with Billy Gilmore in the midfield.
But I wouldn't go ahead. I wouldn't go too ahead if we win against City, though.
No. But do you know why I say that, Sadiq? Is look at the games. We're winning games consecutively. The draws are gone. If we beat City and we win tomorrow, that's 4 games in a row of winning. Straight wins in all different competitions. But the thing is, the league, you need to keep winning. We beat City, we dent them. We hurt them again.
We start that run, right? We beat City, we go all the way.
Well, I think if you beat City, what it does is we're the one team they don't want to lose to. They hate us because of the Champions League final, right? So they will turn up. Trust me, they will turn up. But I think Tuchel will have enough psychologically over Pep and the players to beat City away at the Etihad.
Mason Mount.
If we do beat them, Mount and Havertz by far. I mean, Rudiger's got it. Jorginho, Kante will play.
Mount.
All these players, they know what it takes to beat City at the highest level, with the highest pressure. And that was the Champions League final, whether you like it or not. That was the biggest game. And City lost.
And I don't think they've been fantastic in their last couple of Premier League games either, to be honest.
No, they played boring football for me.
Line, guys.
Arsenal kicked their ass, mate.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah,
Arsenal. I'll tell you why Arsenal played well is because Arsenal actually attacked them. You know, pressed them hard. And if they had better quality, they might have got something out of that game.
Johnny, we sit back. We sit back against.
No, I don't think we do in this game, though. I'm saying we
usually do.
Yeah, but against when we played them last time, we didn't really sit back. We dominated them for the second half, if you remember. We dominated them.
At home?
At their ground.
Oh,
Billy Gilmore and Jorginho absolutely dominated them.
This season at home, we sat back for.
But you got to look at the plays we didn't have. We didn't have Mount, we didn't have Pulisic, we didn't have Kante, and we lost Reece James.
We played a lot better in the second half in that game, if I remember.
Yeah,
no, it wasn't close, bro. It wasn't close to what we.
Listen, they only scored. Let's have it right. They only scored because of a deflected goal, right?
But they're all over us, though.
They can have City would always have possession. I agree,
bro. City and Juve that week was a night.
They're wasteful, bruv.
Yeah.
Trust me, they're wasteful. They don't have a striker. They have to rely on, a beautiful, perfect goal most of the time where they pass it in. If Chelsea defend the way that they defend, they're not getting through. So I think we press them. I think we don't give them room to breathe, and we will hit them. We need to force their mistakes because they've got mistakes in them. Don't think that they're invincible. They're not.
That's right.
I think Tuchel goes in with that mentality. I think Tuchel will get this one. They beat us at our ground. I think it was written for them to just win. I think for us to beat them 4 back-to-back is a bit unrealistic. Even if you look at history, tells you, United, Arsenal, and us and United back in the day. Sometimes you do lose those games. Sometimes you do. Even if you play 4 games, you might lose 1 and win 3. I think we've got a number on City. I don't know what it is. I just feel like we're their kryptonite. We're the one team they don't like. They don't like Liverpool, don't get me wrong, but I think Liverpool can be beat. I think City fear Chelsea more than any other team right now. and look at the condition we're in right now.
Johnny to make me feel we can win any game.
What?
The comment says I can always count on Johnny to make me feel we can win any game.
Yeah, big up. Listen, if you don't have this mentality that you can win every game, then what's the point of stepping on the pitch?
Exactly.
You have to. Nothing's over yet. We're not like 15 points behind.
Inspirational.
Listen. Back in the day when United were, no, it wasn't United. It was Liverpool. Sooner said they were like 13, 14 points behind on Boxing Day, and they went and won the league, bruv. We've done it. We've done a 13-game run. We can go on those runs with Tuchel because Tuchel manages a squad perfectly, and he's got all these issues. He will somehow get performances out of Alonso. He'll get it out of Aspie. He'll get it out of that if Emerson does come back, or if he uses Hall in certain games. He will get the performances because the core is there. As long as the core is there, he's got options. He was ballsy enough to play the 4 at the back against a Conte. All right, we've not played that system, have we? And we dominated them. We should have beaten them 4-0, really. So why can't we do that now going to the end of the season?
I think it's our finishing, bro. Our finishing lets us down, that's all.
Well, this is where I come down to. We've got a £100 million striker and he ain't finishing, bro. Let's see your finishing. You got to do all your talking on the pitch. Here's your big games. You got Tottenham Cup. I don't think he'll play City, but he might play. He's got City. And then he's got Tottenham at home and Brighton again. So if they're not big enough games for us, and when I say big games, I'm not saying Tottenham are a big opposition. What I mean is they're big games because it's in a big moment in the season, where you've got to keep up. You can't afford to drop points, draw or lose. And let's be real, what games have we lost, bruv? We've drawn so many, it feels like losses. We haven't actually lost games, and we're struggling with injuries.
You're just sitting in West Ham, right?
Yeah.
I think Alfred and
2
Johnny
games
would be the most positive Chelsea fans ever.
Get in.
Listen, we got enough in our squad, mate. I still think we have. I still think we've got enough. They're Champions League winners. I'll tell you the main advantage that City have over us in the league. And it's as simple as this. The City players, Pep and the club, they know what it takes to win the Premiership title. All right, but they don't know what it takes to win the Champions League title. And we've won Champions League. So when we go into Champions League now this year, our players, even though they're so young, they know what it takes to win the Champions League. So we would be very strong favourites going into any game, whoever it is, Bayern, City again. I think Chelsea are the one team you do not want to play, right? But when you put Chelsea in the Premiership race, none of our players know what it takes, to win it. So that's important for me. Once you break your first one, you win your first title with these young lads, they will kick on and they'll know what it takes. But the difference we have right now is Tuchel knows what it takes to win a title because he's won League One.
Yeah,
he does know how to win a title. So
no, for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know how long you lot are available for. I was gonna wrap it up. Matt, is there anything else you want to add on?
Yeah, it's. I think we've got to go on a good run to win the league, but it's not impossible.
Yes.
It's just we have to do a lot to do that. My problem is I don't trust that forward line to keep up with the rest of the team in terms of that good run.
But Matt, if our defence keeps up again how it was in the first part of the season, we can score 1-0. We can score 2-0. It's not a problem. We don't need to keep scoring 4-5 nils. It would be nice to. Don't get me wrong.
That, but the problem is, I feel
See,
like
you're not doing that.
I feel like the rest of our games we've had, it's the draws that are killing us right now rather than the losses, because we have these teams that can sit back, especially towards the end of the season. The thing is that when it gets to the whole relegation saga, March, April, when teams are fighting for their lives and they do start sitting back even more, I feel that's just where we might come apart a little bit, especially if we're deep
let me
into
put it to
Champions
you a
League,
bit like
deep in the
this,
FA Cup.
Matt. How about this? Looking at it like this: has Manchester City or Liverpool, who are the closest to us, or were the closest to City anyway, have they had anywhere near the amount of COVID and injuries that we've had throughout the season?
No.
And where are we in the league?
Second.
Right.
And only because
have Liverpool?
of those injuries.
Could you arguably say Liverpool and City have been on form?
No.
Not. I mean, City before Christmas, yes. After Christmas, no.
Right. So City are going to dip off form. All right. I think Liverpool did hit form, and now they're dipping. Chelsea have had their dip, but we're picking up points, right? And we're still second. So that tells me we are well in this title race. Well in it.
Yes, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point. I think it's. I just worry when we're getting into them late FA Cup stages and late Champions League stages. I feel like we're just going to have a couple of draws in the Premier League, and it is just.
What if we win the Club World Cup and we win a Carabao Cup because they're the earliest?
Yeah,
cups.
that's the
that
one.
Could kick us on.
That is the one thing that I think I hope gets us through is that kind of two trophies.
Winning another trophy, right?
That did push us on at the start, and then it just kind of. The issue I have with City as well is, yes, they could get. I think COVID is the thing that could derail them, but I think with the injuries part, they've never had injuries. I
just think City will hit. They will hit a period where they might play a Newcastle, argument's sake, and draw or even lose a game. All right, and that could be the difference. It's moments like that. City have not had a bad patch yet.
Shit.
So let's see what happens. I'm confident still. It's not over for me. When it's over, I think if City beat us, then it's a long way from Starbucks. But
for me, it'll be how if when Pep does go into this dip, how long it takes. Because I think the thing is with Pep, he's very good at when they're
getting them out,
getting out that dip quickly. Which I think we obviously with the COVID injuries and the COVID stuff, we couldn't get out of it quickly as we wanted to because.
But if we didn't have those injuries, is my point. We would have got out of any bad. Yeah. I don't think we would have had it. I think for me, when we were at Leicester and Juve, that's when I felt we were something special was happening with us, and then Chilwell got injured and killed us.
Yeah. That's what I think. I do think it's not. I don't think it's so much the team. I think there are team faults that have contributed to it, but it is the COVID, it is the injuries that just really halted our season. This is why I don't blame Tuchel. I think Tuchel is a fantastic manager. We need to keep him, and unfortunately, I think
all day long this
board will get him sacked eventually because they're incompetent, and that is the issue I have at this.
Well, they are. Did you hear the tweet I put out, the video of that Liam guy? Did anyone see it?
Yeah.
Caused up a lot of stink, bro.
I was creasing.
Yeah. Well, that says everything you need to know about the Lukaku deal.
Listen, Johnny. Just before you go on about it, I just want to say I didn't fully get involved because I'm okay with everyone in it. I fully understand what your caption said, and that's how I saw it as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's how I heard it and I understood it as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't get involved with everyone because I'm just cool with everyone. Like
listen, bruv. For me, no problem whether you did or didn't. It don't bother me. Like I handle myself. Like I saw the clicks that come, and they're all part of a clique and a circle, and I just roll myself. Like, I'm Johnny. I'm my own man. That's it. I say what I think. I've been asked to delete stuff. I will never delete what I want to say and what I think, because that's the whole point of Twitter. It's based on opinions and thoughts and what you think. Yeah. But on that tweet specifically, I never captioned him with speech marks saying that he said that. That's my caption, and it's for everyone's interpretation when they listen to it to take what they want from it. Yeah. And when someone says that Chelsea were after Lukaku for a long time, that's pre-Tuchel, right? First thing. The second thing is Tuchel never recommended Lukaku. It's the second thing. The third thing is, and the biggest thing for me is, Tuchel was happy with his squad that he had, whether he got a striker or not. And then when he did get Lukaku, he was like, okay, I'm happy to have a striker and I'm happy Lukaku. That's it. So you tell me, who bought the player? Who backed? Was Tuchel backed there? I don't think so. I think that's
the answer is simple. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the board.
Nobody
the board
knows.
signed him. The board signed him, bro.
Yeah, it was.
End of.
Obvious thing.
It's so obvious that the board
I
signed
think
him.
we're speculating. I think we're speculating what Tuchel is and what Tuchel isn't. I think Tuchel actually is simpler person than we think he is. I think he's one of those coaches that doesn't really go for specific players. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't really.
No, Alex. I think the way he plays, he demands versatility.
No, yes, but I don't think he's going like, look, I need this is what I'm saying. I don't think Tuchel wants big name players. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think he's the one manager that goes after specific targets.
Yeah, he likes
everybody.
young players, doesn't he? He likes the young
I
ones
don't know
that want
what
to
he
prove
likes
something.
because so far the only person that we signed under him is Lukaku, and he's young. But I don't know. I agree with you. I don't think. I can't confirm or deny that Tuchel want Lukaku because it's information that we can speculate.
I'm just going by what the journalist said, Alex.
Yeah,
I'm going by what he said.
If you
and
go
he
by what
he come
said,
at me because he was rattled because he knows what he said.
Who
the journalist. He knew what he said, bruv. He just didn't realize it was clipped.
I don't know. What
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know
that's the difference.
About. Are you talking about?
I don't think anyone knew it was clipped. That's the surprising bit. No one knew it was clipped. I knew he was gonna get clipped by someone. I knew. It was so big.
Did you? Is this something?
Well, the whole thing was recorded.
What recording are you talking about?
The Twitter space, Alex. The Twitter space that happened that the journalist was in. This was about 5 days ago, 6 days ago? I can't remember. About 6 days ago. I can't pronounce his surname, but Liam is first name.
Just tell him the 3 points.
Oh, Liam Tourney.
3 points.
Yeah, Tourney. Yeah, it's what he said. He said Tuchel never recommended Lukaku. First thing. Second thing he said was that Chelsea have been after Lukaku for a long time. So that was pre-Tuchel. They were always after Lukaku. So the board were actively after him. Before he said all this,
the reporter said.
Yeah. And before all of this, he did say like the board have finally which I didn't clip because I didn't get it in time. But he basically said that that the board are really happy with Tuchel in the way that he's dealt with. He's working with the board and he's not. They finally found a manager.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That
but
Tuchel
Alex, hold
fits
on. Let
the
me
Chelsea
finish.
board because Tuchel is not gonna go and do what Jose Mourinho did.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's what he did with
or Conte.
It's what he did with PSG. It's what happened with PSG. Tuchel doesn't want to happen again, so he's learnt from that and he's taken it into the Chelsea job, which is perfect for Chelsea because Chelsea like to sign the players. Now, the point I'm making is those 2 points, plus the fact that Tuchel was happy with the squad he had to compete for this season, regardless if you got him Lukaku or a striker or not, he was content. All right, and then he said he was happy with a striker, and he's happy with Lukaku. That's what the journalist said, bruv. All right. Now,
I don't know what kind of journalist is it, but
he's for
Liam Toomey.
He's for the Athletic, isn't he?
Yeah, Liam Toomey.
Yeah, they're big.
Oh.
He's got links to the club.
I see. Matt just sent me the link. I'll watch it later.
And for me personally, I want to say this: I couldn't give two fucks whether I upset people or not, because I don't care about inside knowledge and the know-how and pleasing people. That's why when I have my platform and my Twitter, I say what I want to say and what I believe, and that's it. If you don't like it, don't follow me. Don't like my shit. Don't get in my comments. Fuck off. End off. That's it. But for a lot of people are pussyfooting around, whether they're brown envelope fellas or whether they just want to keep their contacts sweet. That's all good, but I ain't that yes guy, 3 bags full guy. I've never been that guy. You know, for me, what I took from that is exactly what I knew anyway. I knew this. I said it all fucking summer when we signed him. I knew. I've been saying it all season. He's not our signing. He's not a Tuchel player. He's not a Tuchel signing.
I've been saying that as well.
Right, so
Well,
why am I saying anything outlandish when I clip a journalist saying it, for fuck's sake? Not in their words, but he said it.
I didn't say that Tuchel won it. I just didn't think that Lukaku was Tuchel signing. Lukaku was Tuchel. How you say it? Flavor, because I didn't see Tuchel play the system that Lukaku will play. That's why I didn't want to Lukaku.
Tuchel's had Cavani. He's had Cavani. All right. I don't know if he had Icardi, but he had Cavani.
Cavani will be more suitable for us than Lukaku.
Yes, I agree with that.
Cavani's still pressing again.
Exactly. Cavani's a baller, whether you like it or not. At the age he is, and he played yesterday. He really worked hard yesterday. But irrespective of that, my point is, there's too many people in this game tapped up, and it's like people that love the club and love football. I get there's an element of you got to protect the club and all this stuff, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, the board themselves feed the journalists what they want the journalists to feed to people that are wanting news. All right,
yeah,
that's always been the case. That's how media, the model works. It's just simple as that. Yeah, that's why Haaland was an NDA, non-disclosure. That's why only certain individuals knew really what was going on with Haaland. Only certain journalists knew, but they weren't allowed to say anything, and they're still not allowed to say anything. All right, but with Lukaku, because of what he's done's come out, I don't think if Lukaku didn't do what he did, this Liam's coming on here saying what he said. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So take that how you want. But at the end of the day, I don't care about all these big accounts. They can suck my balls, mate.
Bro, these things always come out in the end, man. Whether it's after Tuchel sacked, whether it's someone goes, it comes out eventually. This time it just came after 3 months, and it's no surprise really.
It's too soon.
But listen, guys,
it shouldn't happen at all, Sadiq. It shouldn't happen at all.
I know. But it happens.
But it did.
It happens.
Yeah. I think it's the end. I think it's the end for Lukaku. But Tuchel's clever enough. I think Tuchel is clever enough, and he's finally. What I think this has happened now. I think the fact that this happened with Lukaku, I think Tuchel's finally won over the board, like properly won the board over, in the sense that he's done them a huge favour in how he's handled it and how he's protected Lukaku, the investment that Lukaku represents financially. He's protected that.
Did you see the news from what's the name? What's that radio? Talksport radio about Abramovich.
Oh, what happened?
That Abramovich still pissed. He wants to. He's still upset about the situation.
Yeah,
he wants to offload Lukaku in the summer.
But people try to discredit Talksport. People always try and discredit them.
Yeah, it's Talksport. I don't know how reliable news they are.
They're not the best, man. They're not the best.
Oh, okay.
No, but they get it from somewhere.
I don't live in UK.
It's because it's Talksport, bro. I didn't want to big up too much.
But
I knew.
But that's the point.
One thing I knew.
That's the point. They used that platform. They didn't use a Matlaw.
One thing I knew before that Marina was pissed. She was pissed when that thing happened with Lukaku.
Yeah.
She was the one the most human out of all.
Because she's the one that got him.
Anyway,
she's the one that brokered the deal.
Yeah.
So it's all on her. Abramovich is asking her, going, "What have you signed me here? What is this mess? It needs to be cleaned up." And who's the one that cleaned it up? Tuchel. Why was Mourinho in the interview
Abramovich
with?
sent his son to get the deal for Lukaku. Abramovich.
Because he'd had the go ahead. He'd had the go ahead because they knew they couldn't get Haaland at that precise moment. So they went, and they've been after Lukaku for ages, and they felt that this was the perfect time because Inter in financial difficulties, and that's how Chelsea likes to do business. Chelsea like free runs at players where no one else is going to go in on them, because that means they've got no one to negotiate with. There's no bidding wars. There's no embarrassment risk. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they went for Lukaku.
Does not like to be embarrassed. Believe me.
Yeah. And he has been embarrassed by Lukaku. Let's be real about it. Let's have it right.
The whole club was being embarrassed by Lukaku.
But Roman Abramovich is the club. Is my point. He's
Yeah. But
so
the problem with this is Sadiq is about to fall asleep.
I need to go. No, my eyes are hurting. They're dry.
Can I quickly say before you end it though? I think Lukaku had a big enough pressure when he came. This is 10 times more pressure now. And I don't think Lukaku is mentally capable of turning it around. The way I've seen him play the last 2 games, he looks a way off, man. He's trying too hard. He's doing like Timo in a sense, where Timo's trying too hard, and it shows. But you're not in the game. You're lost. Teammates didn't pass to him enough. He just wasn't there, man. And I think before this came out at Villa and Brighton, he was going in the right direction. And then this has happened. He's taken like 100 steps back, man. I just don't think he's got the mental capability.
That's for me. He's a little bit of drama queen. He a little bit of likes too much. He likes attention to himself a little bit too much. I knew that before he was joining Chelsea. Like if you watched him before, like you always have to say something at every club he went. He was saying something at the West Brom, then he was saying at Everton, like he's ready and everything. And all of a sudden, that big interview that he gave to Chelsea TV before that, how he matured, how all that.
Sold a dream.
And all of a sudden is like, I kind of don't know what's the next step for him. I think he needs to be a really, really quiet person and just see if he can just do the simple job for the Chelsea. That's what he needs.
The thing is, Alex, he wasn't doing it before properly. He wasn't delivering. Let's be real, 8 goals or 7 goals for 100 million. And I've listed out the opposition of those goals as well.
The whole front was not shooting properly because of the pivot we play in.
Yeah, but my thing, Alex, is with Lukaku, if you want to get the best out of him, whether you like it or not, you have to build the whole team around him, bruv. And Tuchel's not doing that. And Lukaku has to adapt to Tuchel, and he's struggling.
I see. Here's the situation. The Liverpool game, that one he missed. I think he would shine at that game. We did not press high that game, but we transitionally really, really fast in that game, specifically with Lukaku and Kovacic and Kante. They are really good in the midfield together. That's when I ate my biggest L, because I thought those two never can play together. But the way they played in the Liverpool, and I think he would have. I wanted to see him playing that specific style. See how Lukaku will suit it, because that's fast pace and it's off the shoulder. I just wanted to see how Lukaku would have done.
But Tuchel doesn't play like that in every game, and predominantly those are one-off games.
I think that's what he wants to play, because he wants to play that. He's always been playing that. That's how he was in Borussia Dortmund. There was a fast pace. That's a German thing. How they play, how he plays. I think not. I think I like. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole club and what's his other guy?
I do. I see what you're saying. My thing is, did anyone notice Tuchel? Yeah. how he. I don't think anyone realizes the level of shithousery from Tuchel with this Lukaku thing, because in front of the cameras, he might be all smiling and this and that and calm, but there's a. I see this ruthlessness in Tuchel, like where I think Lukaku is absolutely in total fear of this guy, complete fear, and. If you let's be real about it. Lukaku didn't deserve to play the Spurs game, all right? He deserved to play the Chesterfield game for what he'd done, all right? I know he got dropped for the game before, Liverpool game, but let's be real about it. Tuchel played him against Spurs at home. Understand this, bruv. No one talks about it. He's put Lukaku in the starting lineup at Stamford Bridge in front of the home fans against Tottenham. Against what manager is at Tottenham? Conte. That's his ex-manager who he's been twerking for his previous club. He's done that all in one game. And then he still played him in Chesterfield, because if you're being real about it, Lukaku doesn't play Chesterfield. You rest him for the next Tottenham game. All right? So there you go. That says it all for me. That says I've put you out there. Go on, you deal with it. You got to earn all the fans' trust. You got to take that embarrassment. You got to take it on the chin, bruv.
Yeah.
TT showed everyone in that squad who the fucking daddy is and who's got the minerals. And
Johnny,
they all played for him.
Johnny, before I end it, are you going to the game tomorrow?
No, I'm not. No.
So can we get 2 hours of your time tomorrow?
What, after the game?
Yeah, I need to rant, bro.
2 hours, bruv. I ain't gonna be 2 hours, bruv. What are you talking about? 2 hours,
bro. You went on for over an hour, G. Time went quick, bro.
Yeah, because I talk facts, and people love to listen. People love to listen. But listen, I've just recovered from what's it called, vid. So
you had COVID?
Yeah, I've had it for the last fucking 2 weeks. It's horrible, man. Horrible.
You haven't been vaccinated before?
No.
Well, you anti-vax, yeah?
No, I've been advised not to have it. So
really?
Yeah.
Can you say why, or is it like fully personal? Or?
No, it's personal, innit?
Cool.
Medically advised.
Oh, cool.
Medically. So, but yeah, but I'm fine, bruv. I mean, the first 3 days it was terrible. But then after that, you know.
Are you a smoker?
Nah. Sometimes, not as heavy as fuck,
are you,
bruv.
Alex? Are you?
No, I used to smoke a lot and drink.
Why does that matter?
Cigarettes or?
Why is smoking is matter? Because
with COVID, it'll hurt you, innit?
Yeah. Lung damage. Your lungs are already weak.
Oh, is Javi snake?
Snake?
Minerals.
Yeah, minerals, bro. Minerals, Chevy, bro.
Javi, come on the camera. Javi, come on the camera.
Nah, I can't right now.
He's in the candy shop, bruv. He's in the candy shop.
He's in the candy shop.
Hey, yo.
Javi, I gotta end it, bro.
Yeah.
Sadiq, can I say one thing quickly?
Go on. Alfred and Javi, man. Go on.
You know that I'm quick, mate. Thunder from down under. I just wanted to say, thank you for a very uplifting stream. Johnny, mate, I've loved everything you've said. You've made me a lot more excited for the rest of the season, and especially the transfer windows coming up. The more I'm more pumped up for Heartland now as well. I'm going to be very optimistic. Sadiq and Johnny, I'm going to be right there on every stream and every comment on Twitter, retweeting.
What's your Twitter?
Damn, Alfred, you're gonna have to be up because Sadiq is gonna stream 3 times in a day of this Holland to Chelsea news. Holland to Chelsea.
I was on every stream. Ask him. Remember?
Yeah, he was on every stream. But listen, Alfred, you don't need to. On my other account, you don't need to like all my tweets, man, because I'm putting out every content, every rumor, every news, every picture I'm putting out there.
Also on that note, I've set up a backup account, Minerals FC _19, bruv. please follow and help me, man, because I just got this feeling they're gonna fucking try and bag me, bruv. You know what I mean?
Why?
So,
Yeah, bro. They're
They
scared.
always try and bag the
Don't worry, yo, Minerals. I'll get you shout outs, bro, on my other account, man.
yeah, because I need to just build that up just in case, bruv, because you know how Twitter is, mate.
Is Mount's dad following you on that one? Is Mount's dad following you that?
What's that? On what?
On that second account.
No, what, my backup?
Wait,
No.
His dad follows you on one, right?
My MM19. MM19.
Okay.
Who's that? Mr. Tony Mount.
Yeah, Tony Mount.
Minerals.
Guys, just in case anyone missed it, I got my account back from 2 years ago. I'm waiting for my other account from 4 years ago to come back, and then I'll have more accounts with 20k.
What did you do to get?
And also big up Feroz, bruv. Where's Feroz, man? Big up Feroz, bruv.
No, don't big him up. Don't big him up. He's a snake. He changed from Haaland to Lukaku. Don't big him up.
He didn't change. He knew who we were signing, and he backed the player that we signed. Nothing wrong with that.
He flip flop. He was bigging up Haaland news, bro. He had journalists and everything.
What am I doing?
He broke my heart, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, man.
I'll be honest with you. The Lukaku signing, I wasn't happy, bruv. Everyone knew I wasn't happy. And look, Johnny's proved to be right again.
Oh yeah, yo, Redneck. Did you hear
about what? What are you right about, Johnny?
That he was a bad egg, bruv.
What?
He was a problem signing.
You lot, wait, Alex and Javi. Did you not hear what Classref said on Lewis's stream?
Oh yeah, we were there. I was there. I had to witness it.
Because Farmer played it.
When was that?
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't post it, man.
This morning, Johnny, you weren't there to land some. Johnny, you landed minerals this stream.
Yeah.
What stream? Today's stream.
Yeah, Lewis.
I wasn't on it, was I? Yeah.
Lewis stream today. Classo said some different words, different lines.
Yeah.
But,
what? About who?
Oh, about what he wants to do in life.
And he said that Mount was a fraud.
No, he didn't. Guys,
he's just doing it for fun, man. He's doing it for
fun.
Guys,
let me wrap up. My battery's on die as well. My eyes killing me, man. You lot, come after the game, Alex. I promise to give you the link, man. I promise. I'm very ill last couple of days, but Matt made me stream.
Get well soon, bro.
Thank you, man. Johnny, Javi, Alfredo, Father, Matt, Alex, all of you, take care, man. Everyone in the comments, man. Big up. Join us straight after the game tomorrow. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you guys very soon. Peace.
Peace.